Every 2 minutes, a woman dies during childbirth. And most of these deaths are situated here in Nigeria or across other countries in Africa. Deaths that could have been prevented, women that could have lived long to take care of their children, and beyond that, also live long to have better lives for themselves and for their future. That is the reality of the society that we live in. So today we're going to be unpacking the silent burden that is associated with women still dying, or women dying because of delivery, maternal deaths during delivery, here in Nigeria and across Africa. Please walk on this journey with me. Africa accounts for about 70% of all maternal deaths worldwide. That is alarming, right? That means at least 1 in 7 women are either going to die during delivery, or have already died, or are currently going to die at this moment as I watch this video during delivery. That's to tell you that these statistics are not just statistics. They are actual human beings that are these numbers that we are saying. In Nigeria alone, over 80,000 women die every year during pregnancy and childbirth. Imagine 80,000 women dying every year just because they want to bring forth a new life. And this is either due to women dying in the nuts, unsafe pregnancies or unplanned pregnancies, women not going for antenatal, the state of the economy, because if they are not stable economy wise as a family or as a woman, she won't be able to take care of herself, let alone take care of herself during pregnancy. Most of them did not die because childbirth is dangerous at all. Most of them died because our systems failed them. We do not have enough structured system that made sure that people have easy access to healthcare system, especially mothers or pregnant women not have direct access to healthcare. And if this healthcare is even accessible, how affordable it is, or how affordable is it for a woman out there that is not financially stable to take care of herself, let alone take care of her unborn child. This is very, very serious. When women travel out to the city or travel out to a neighboring town to make sure she can be able to deliver her child with ease, and in some situation, some of them are turned back because they do not have the financial capacity to give birth, or in other situation there is no doctor available, or no doctor on duty, or no other health provider that is capable enough to handle her case, depending on how delicate or how the situation of her pregnancy is. Or in some situation, we have women die because they do not want to go to cesarean section, because they believe cesarean section is a sin, or cesarean section is not God's will for them, or because of their religion bias, they begin to believe that cesarean section is not God's miracle to mankind. And that's a lie. Cesarean section is part of God's miracle to mankind. When we talk about maternal mortality, people often think it's only about the healthcare, but it's much deeper. It shows signs to poverty, that we are dealing with a high level of poverty in the country. Many women can't afford antenatal care or transportation to their healthcare center, and you begin to wonder, how can a woman able to access, able to afford healthcare or afford transportation to the healthcare centers? That's to tell you the jeopardy that patriarchy is still having in our society, and also the jeopardy of the economy, the state of the economy on this country, because some women, or a lot of women, do not even have a better jobs that can afford them to take care of themselves, especially during pregnancy or during childbirth. While in another situation, it's cultural norms. Some communities still prefer the home birth, the traditional birth. Some mother-in-laws still prefer that, when you deliver at home, that is when you're delivering well. Or some mothers will be beginning to share their stories or share their tales of them, having their delivery at home, of how they deliver their child with ease, without stress, so their daughter-in-law or their daughters must go through that same system, never knowing that knowledge has become better. So if knowledge has become better and progressive, we should actually follow that same progression, but we keep having this alarming rate of statistics. Thirdly, neglect. Governments underfund maternal care. Government underfund maternal health, and policies don't reach women who need this the most. So women in remote communities, women in communities that they are biased by their culture, if the government steps in and be like it is compulsory, and they begin to put the possible systems in place, reaching out to parents, reaching out to their law enforcement agents at each respective levels, I believe it's going to encourage these women to seek healthcare. Because in some situations, it's not that these women are ignorant. No, it's not as if these women know any better, because if they know better, they won't try to give us a solution at home. They will prefer to seek better healthcare. As a cesarean section will not kill them, it's actually make them birth their child with ease. They will actually go for that option. But because government don't really care, they believe that the family should take care of it. But I feel like we should not put all this responsibility alone on the family, because in some situations some families do not even have the capacity to take care of their child, or for the mother to even take care of a forthcoming child. Behind every statistics is a name. This bring back to me a story of a woman I knew sometimes back. That should be 2013, 2014, and this woman died during delivery process. Where she lived was very far to the hospital, and the road to the hospital was not a very good road. So in the course of the day, she took the things, this epidural injection that helps delivery process. That was due to her ignorance. She went to seek care from a roadside pharmacy, a quack pharmacist, and that person gave her the epidural. And I'm even asking myself, how did that woman even have access to epidural? Then from there, she took the epidural in the afternoon. By evening, when we were rushing to the hospital for her to for the delivery to take place, because she was in severe labor, the road to the hospital was very bad. I mean, very bad. She died even before reaching the hospital. And that is not just the story of not just one woman. I can mention many instances. I'm sure we are also familiar with stories or instances of women that died during delivery, or in the process of them trying to deliver their child. Because really, we should not be losing women during childbirth anymore. Technology have advanced. There have been better research, progressive research as regards to maternal care, and as research to delivery process, especially childbirth. And I feel like we should have more women surviving than more women dying. These numbers don't lie. These numbers are actually speaking the truth in our current state as a country, as regards to the state of our health care, especially the maternal health care. So we need more sympathy. We need action. We need action from the government. We need the government to take their stance and support fully. Leaving the responsibility to families. We need the government to champion this conversation by strengthening the healthcare systems. Every community should have comprehensive healthcare. At least in every local government, there should be at least one. Not even at least one. There should be like 3, 4 in every local government, especially if the local government is a very big one. Number 2, there's also a need to invest in maternal health infrastructure. So from our blood banks to emergency transport, so there's a need for more emergency transport systems, so people can have direct numbers or direct access. So individual organizations, tech organizations are looking for where they can invest their resources in. I believe investing your resources in emergency transport system to the hospital, it's something that we need to look out more, because we need more of those systems here in Nigeria. And thirdly, there's a need for us to empower women, because when you empower women with information, when you empower women with education, it helps her decision making authority. It makes her decision making power, because she knows she can make better decisions. And when she have access to funding, she can do so much with her life. Because when a woman have access to funding, have access to good resources, she can make better decisions for herself. She can know that, I can pay for my own health care. Because if a woman earns better, or she have access to a certain type of funding that will help her delivery process, trust me, she will tap into that resources. She will not mind, because a woman will do anything and everything to keep herself alive and to keep her child alive. And lastly, we need to include men and communities, because it's not just the work of the woman alone. we need the men to also step in. We know that generally it has been said, and the research has also shown that men have a low health seeking behavior, and they usually transfer these mindsets to their wives or to their spouse. So if a man that has a poor health seeking behavior, when the wife is pregnant, he'll be like, well, sort yourself out, you're not going to, because if he feels that it is too expensive, then he won't get that health care for the wife. And why is that so? So we need the men to step in and know that this is your wife, this could be your sister, this could be your mother, this could be someone that you cherish and respect so much. So be there for this woman, especially if she's your wife. Make sure she seeks antenatal care the minute she found out she is pregnant. But somebody asked me one day that at what point should a woman seek antenatal care? I said, and I'm going to say what I said because I actually stand by it. A woman should seek antenatal care the minute she found out she's pregnant. If you find out you're pregnant today, by tomorrow you should look for the nearest hospital, or you start making your research for the nearest hospital for you to get your antenatal care services. Because you do not wait for a miracle to happen that by the time you are in your 7th month, that's when you start seeking antenatal care. No, the doctors need to follow up with your with your pregnancy progression. Okay, what month is this? This thing should have actually happened. This developmental process should have happened. They need to know what and how they can come in place. And we also need the communities. We need religious organizations, the church, the mosque, the streets. Everyone needs to step in. So come and see how we can make this better for our women, because it's high time we stop losing women to maternal death, to death during childbirth. It's high time we stop losing women. And secondly, we need NGOs, CSOs, communities, well-meaning individuals, philanthropists to step in and let us get this work done together. Because if we are going to reduce maternal deaths, it's not just the work of the government. Although governments have a lot of work to play, or a lot of role to play, it's also dependent on we the individuals. Let's see how we can support. Let's see how we can come in to make to cushion the effects, or to better cushion the effect when it comes to the healthcare system, for women and for mothers to have access to. No woman should die during childbirth, not today, not in 2025, or not even in 2026. No woman should die during childbirth. Maternal mortality is not just a statistics, it's actually a real woman. It's a mirror of how much our society, it's a reflection of our society, it's a reflection of our mindset, it's a reflection of who we are as a continent. And it's a message that that we should move beyond here. We should move it beyond now. We should share it to our friends, share it to our loved ones, because some of us are future mothers, and you don't want your life to be in jeopardy, or your life should be toyed during the time of your childbirth, because we want these statistics to reduce. Because it always pains me when I hear a woman dies during childbirth, because I'm like, this is 2025. We should stop having instances like this. There are some death that is preventable, and this type of death is preventable, especially in instances maybe it was due to she not coming to seeking health care on time during pregnancy, or she dying during childbirth process because the child is not in the proper position, or she having stressed herself. The child either had to die, or they had to choose between the mother and the child. We should have reduction in cases like this, and this calls for us, you and I, for us to step in so that no woman will die again from maternal death, especially during childbirth. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video to this point, you know what to do. Like this video, share this video to law enforcement agencies, to organizations, to individuals, to everyone that I feel like need to come on board and make this this society better. I feel you should share this video to them, and most importantly, I know you should share this video to them. I'll see you guys in the next one.